I haven't seen you guys in forever. I seriously haven't done a YouTube video. It's been a while since what, BGC 17? And a few of you have asked me, and a few of you have harassed me online about doing reviews on the challenge, since, for one, I do watch the show, and secondly, because it is the big Dirty 30 season. I actually was going to do the first episode, but then my week got extremely busy, so I have notes on it, but I'm going to go over the first one quickly because this one's actually going to talk about the second. I'm all dressed up because I just left acting class and we had to do auditions today. And it's so crazy because, I guess I just have to get used to it. TV does not make me nervous. It doesn't make me nervous to move in these houses or that I'm getting dressed and undressed in front of all these cameras. That doesn't bother me. Hosting parties don't bother me. Modeling doesn't bother me. It used to, thinking about, oh, am I going to suck in right? Or am I going to stand the right way? Am I going to move right and make the right facial expressions? Whatever else. So modeling used to make me nervous. I'd have a drink or two before I went. Going out on a stage and talking in front of people used to make me nervous. It no longer does. But this acting stuff, I'm still not used to it. I've been taking classes for a while, but I still get stage fright, I guess you would say. And I was nervous before going in, and once I left, I was like, oh yeah, this wasn't anything. So I'm just ready to be at the point where I don't get nervous anymore doing that. So I guess that just comes with practice, because eventually it does go away. All right, so the first episode was CT wasn't allowed in the country. Hold on, I'm not going to use these notes. Oh, by the way, I'm going to say hi to Elman.S16 because he was one of the many people who was asking me about doing these videos. All right, so CT wasn't allowed in the country because of his passport, and Ashley leaves because she doesn't have her bags. I know exactly the way she feels. I went to LA one time and they lost my bags. I had nothing to wear the next morning. I had to go downstairs to the hotel concierge. And I was like, do you have a toothbrush? Do you have this? Do you that? I had to use the hotel soap, which dries out your skin. But apparently, I'm sure they gave her stuff in the house, but she was upset. I guess she didn't have no bra or no underwear to wear. She just made it to a finale. Did she make it? No, she didn't last season. Champs versus Pros, she didn't make it, but she got called back for that show. And then she made it to the finale on the first one. I know TJ hates when people quit, so I don't know if he's going to be upset with her that she quit. But she threw away a huge experience. But I kind of think, it was probably not only the stress about not having anything to wear, but I don't know. I think the producers would have went to the store and bought her bra and underwear if she really, really needed it because of what happened, or at least let her leave to go to the store since not everybody was there yet anyways. I feel like they would have accommodated her somehow. I feel like she's more stressed out about other things that were going on. She did just leave the house twice. She did the challenge where she made champ, and then she immediately after went and did the Champs vs. Pros, and it's now she's being called back for another show, and I feel like all three of these shows would have been in a year time period, so that's a lot of shows. So I feel like the stress and her wanting to leave had to do with other things. It's just that her suitcase not arriving was the icing on the cake, because I ain't about to leave about no damn bra and panties. I'll wear the same bra I have on. I guess I'm wearing no panties, or I'm going to ask the producers to go out and buy me some, because I ain't about to leave and quit before the game even starts. That's crazy. I know she's going to be sick, or she was sick when she knew it was for $1 million. And now for the 350, because it's way more than it's ever been. So I'm curious to see how the numbers play out. What's the number 1, 2, and third winner? I'm kind of thinking maybe it's going to be 500,000, 300, 200, or 5, 4, 1. No, that's too close. I say 6, 3, 1. I say those are fair numbers because they like to make it a huge difference. All right, so the first episode, there was the purge where the bottom 6 were basically eliminated, sent home, which of course we know they're not sent home. And out of those people, I'm glad that Corey and Jenna was the one that stayed, because those were the two that I wanted to win. I don't know why I can't talk today. And the little spin is that they had to eliminate 3 players, and it's so crazy because 3 girls, 3 boys, they were so taking it personal that they were voted, but it's she could only save 1 person, so it's not she was gunning for you. It's not there was 15 to choose from and she decided you and you, it was literally 4 people and 3 had to go, so she was only really choosing to save one person. So for you to get your feelings all like, I'm coming after her, it's like, well, if he wasn't her friend, there's really no point of her saving you, and she could only save one person. It ain't like she was gunning for you. There was just nobody to choose from. Okay, so I wish that Corey saved Darrell. He sent him home. I don't remember who he ended up keeping. I guess Shane's brother. I don't even remember him. And of course, we find out that they are not sent home. They're being sent to a secret house. So I like that. That reminds me of like Celebrity Big Brother UK vibes, which I think that's coming back. Or is it back yet? I know somebody mentioned some porn star is going to be on the next season. I love CBB, by the way. And no, I'm not doing reviews on CBB. No, I don't have the time. Okay. So episode 2 starts with TJ coming and talking to the house, the little mini redemption house, and they have like this little small pool. I feel like it's almost like a really nice halfway house. Like, I don't know if you know what a halfway house is. That's like when people get out of jail and they got to stay at like this little house where it's almost like a probation, but they're like on lockdown. That's what I used to joke and say the Bad Girls Club house was. It was like a halfway house because you can't just leave and do whatever. And, you know, so with this, it really does feel like a little nice halfway house because it just feels so like refined and small. All right, so they're told, TJ tells them that they get a chance to revenge and they don't know how or when, but they're all going to get a chance for revenge. And he's saying payback's a bitch. And then everybody, he's not saying, all the people in the house saying payback's a bitch. Corey and Jenna are going to get it and stuff like that. As I said, they can only save one person. Like, y'all tripping. Okay, so CT finally comes back and he's yelling at Bananas that he set him up in customs. And at first I was like, is he being for real? And then comes to find out he's just talking shit, whatever. He apparently had been at the airport because Banana says, like, well, at least you didn't have to do the first challenge and you got like a little break. He's like, no, I didn't. I've been at the airport this whole time. Like, I stink, I smell, whatever. I've been having the same clothes on. So yeah, he didn't get no sort of break whatsoever. If you got to go to a hotel for a couple of days and wait around, it wouldn't be so bad. But he literally got stuck at the airport. So I would have much rather been in the house too. Okay, so CT can't believe that Darrell is gone. And he says that the guys are basically happy dancing because they're like, oh, we have a chance now, whatever else, thinking CT wouldn't be there or Darrell being there. I'm really excited that Darrell's coming back. Okay, Kayla says she feels as if she never got closure with Corey, and since they hooked up, and of course Corey has hooked up with everybody. I can't wait to see how this plays out. So he's been with Kayla, Anissa, and Camila. And Kayla is laughing on the ground. She's saying, I felt like I was different, like I was special. And of course, she really wasn't because Corey gonna get himself in some more mess, like, later on this episode. Like, you didn't learn your lesson from the previous seasons. Like, I'm surprised he didn't add a 4th girl. But now he's kind of, like, playing around between all of them, I feel like. So we then, after this conversation, we see Corey talking to Anissa. See, I can't do their names right either. It's not just a BGC thing. Anissa in the kitchen saying, I cheated on my girlfriend for you. And I'm like, is she supposed to be like, oh, how sweet, like you cheated on your girlfriend for me? That just means you a dog. Like, don't act like that's a compliment. Like, what? So the producers asked he asked Anissa if Corey is still a good kisser. And apparently they kissed in the kitchen. It's kind of hard to see what goes on. It looks like he kisses her, but we don't see too much of it. And of course, she's not answering the question. We then see Tori and Derek from Are You the One? I watched Are You the One too. I watched their season. I think that was the second Are You the One season I've ever seen. So I like that show. I never heard of it before until recently, maybe a year ago. I didn't watch the little Are You the One Second Chances. I watched like 2 episodes. I didn't really get into that. I don't know. I don't really like that show. Okay. So they decide if they win that they shake on it and that they're going to have a baby. So that was really cute. And then Corey and Camila then sneak off to the beach later that night. The producers are asking Corey, like, what did you and Camila do? And he's saying nothing. They give him an iPad and he's watching. And he was like, oh, look, the power of technology is amazing these days. Like, editing is great. Like, look what it did. And of course, we know Corey bullshit. So Corey gonna have like a little halfway talk with Kayla. Then he gonna kiss Anissa in the kitchen, and then he gonna go have sex with Camila on the beach, or that's what it looks like happened, which I'm pretty sure is what happened. He is just getting himself all mixed up. Like he gonna be home in no time. And then of course the fact that he sent Darrell home. Now CT and Bananas want him out. So literally, I would say like a good portion of the house wants him out. It's like the damn Corey show. Okay, so they go to the second challenge and they're sitting on this platform. The others are throwing rotten tomatoes at them. Jenna falls first. That was surprising. And then Leroy second, which was surprising as well. And I feel like I've seen him go on a couple other challenges, but I feel like I never get to see him. I remember the last challenge I saw him on, he was like kicked off almost immediately. And I'm like, damn, I wanted to see him. I think he like hurt his toe or his thumb or something. I don't know. I just really want, so I hope he does well on this show to where we get to see more of him. Anissa and Tori win for the girls. Tori says the big booty girls win, so maybe that's an advantage. Because I was wondering, I was like, I feel like my butt is too big and wide that it would be a disadvantage that the other girls have their whole butt on the seat and mine would only be part of my butt. But knowing that they're the bigger of the girls and they won, I think I would do good on that challenge. I would just like lift my butt up, set it down on the platform, and then I noticed what they were doing with their legs. They were kind of doing a this way. So their legs were kind of like grabbing onto the bottom. So I think I would have had the advantage. I think my butt is like so big that it would have just like plopped down and stuck and it would have been extra grip. So I think I would have won that challenge. All right. It then goes back to the redemption house. Shane ends up getting sent home because apparently he smacked Simone twice on her left cheek. She clawed his face. I see a mark here, and I'm like, this is some BGC type stuff. And she gets mad and she breaks a champagne bottle. And then, I don't know if I heard this right, but I think Shane bit Devin's hand. I feel like they said, because of course we're only hearing the stories. We didn't get to see any of this play out because there wasn't a camera there. But it seemed like Devin held, or maybe they purposely didn't show it because it was violence against a female. And you remember the thing with Snooki and Jersey Shore? It's like they didn't really show the hit. And then they had like the violence against a female little thing at the end of like report domestic violence or whatever else. I don't know. So I'm thinking that there was a camera there, but maybe they didn't want to show it because it was a man with a woman. I'm thinking that's what it was. They make it seem like it's because there wasn't a camera there. So if I understand clearly, Devin grabbed Shane and Shane bit him. We didn't see no bite marks. Maybe it wasn't that bad. I don't know what this biting stuff is all about. I don't think I ever bit nobody. Like, I didn't bit nobody when I was mad at them. I mean, I bit somebody before, but not in that type of way. That's just so crazy. Okay, so the producer decides to send Simone home too because she broke the champagne bottle. And of course, that's violence. And there's going to be glass everywhere. Like, people could have got hurt. Producers too. And then, let's see, the winners all pick. Okay, so whoever won this challenge, they get to pick who is going into the, what is it called? Not the pit. It's called the, whoever's going up for elimination for the actual, oh my God, what is it called? Oh my God, that's going to really drive me crazy. I know as soon as I like am done with this video and post it, I'm going to remember what the word is. So you can, if you want to comment below and tell me what it is, just in case I don't think of it. What is it called when they're put up for elimination? They go into the something, not the dungeon, I don't know. Okay, so whatever. Corey gets chosen to go in there. They said it was either going to be between Corey, Derek, and Ammo. I'm glad Derek didn't go because I really want to see how Derek and Tori's like relationship goes throughout this game. And I really don't want Corey to go because he's got like all these women that are like going around him and stuff. I'm pretty sure he's going to win the elimination and come back. And then Ammo, I even wrote about him on the first one. I didn't like him on his season, but I kind of like him on this, even though we didn't see him that much. He did something on the first episode. I was like, oh, I kind of like him. Like, it changes my mind about him on his season. I didn't like him at all on his season. I remember he like was like selling stories about the one girl, and then he lied about it and played stupid, and then it was really him. I would have liked the fact of if he would have been like, yep, I told everybody because I think you're such and such. And yeah, I told everybody. Why are you mad? Like, you're mad about my opinion. I just didn't like the fact that he didn't admit to how he felt about the situation and he just played nice, basically. But I kind of like him on this, so I don't know. I don't know if he's going up or not. Camila then randomly votes for Hunter for hitting her with a tomato. And of course, that is Bananas and CT like looking at her sideways again, like, who is her loyalty with? Like, if Camila is like loyal to you guys, I wouldn't think that she's gonna like change her mind and be, there goes Kiko. I don't think she's going to change her mind and be disloyal to them, but keep in mind, like, she likes Corey. She's hooked up with Corey. She hooked up with Corey now and in the past. Like, of course she doesn't want to put Corey up. So it's not like any disloyalty to them. Hey, I don't know, maybe it is. But I don't think they should be mad at Camila not wanting to vote Corey and knowing that they have hooked up before. Come here, come say hi. You want to come say hi? No, you can't see Kiko right now. I don't know. I don't like that. But I really don't want Corey to go home. Corey can't go home because that's like what all the drama is centered around now. Like, if he goes home, we're not going to see, like, it get worse and worse and the girls getting jealous and him being a whore. Like, he can't go home. That's all I know. He better win this elimination. Okay, the pit. What is it called? I don't know. And then we find out at the very end that all the losers, which is like 8 or more, they are basically going to vote each other in who's going to go up with Bree and Corey. And with Corey being like a pretty big guy, hopefully they'll pick like a weaker rookie, might even be Emo again, who lost to go up against them. So yeah, they're going to pick the loser, as TJ calls it, so I'm curious to see what happens. I'm really excited for this season. I can't believe it's for $1 million. Like, that's, like, really, really exciting. Kiko! By the way, it is so freaking hot in Georgia. It's 90 degrees. It's humid, as always. I've been all over the place. I've been doing my acting stuff. I've been working on my app. I had a new developer, so it's no more Alex from Russia. I have a new developer who is from India, so I'm excited to be working with him. I'm adding new features to my Emoji Me app, and I'm also going to do a free version. So there's going to be a free version, and then there's going to be an in-app purchase paid version. So when the new features are added and it's free, I will let you guys know. I'm hoping in the next couple weeks. And then you can download it if you haven't downloaded it already. But yeah, I'm going to go take a nap because I've had a long day and I'm sleepy. And I missed you guys. I really did. I missed you guys a whole bunch. And I will see you next week. It won't be this late in the week because today's Saturday. The show comes on, I think, Tuesday. So I am going to start posting by Wednesday, Thursday at the latest. So I'll also post a picture. You guys can write whatever you want. If you want to ask me how I feel about certain people, then ask me before the show comes on, or even when the show does come on. I'll post a photo just like I did with BGC. You could ask me whatever, so that way I can pay attention to who I'm looking at. We didn't really get to see Nicole that much. She's always been one of my favorite people. I think she's like so cute. Who else do I like? Nicole, Jenna, Corey. I didn't like Jenna on her first season because I was friends with Jay, and then he was like saying things, whatever, so I kind of went... no, he didn't say things. Watching their season, they just like argued all the time and stuff like that. So with me being friends with him, I'm like, oh, she's kind of annoying. But I actually love Jenna. Like, she's one of my favorite people on there. I like Camila, but I would say Nicole's my favorite. And I don't even know if it's her personality. I think it's just because I think she's so cute. I don't know. And then for guy-wise, Bananas is my favorite. Like, yeah, he's like an asshole a little bit, but... oh, if he stole my money, you wouldn't be my friend no more. I don't know. I don't know if I like that. I don't think he would have stole my money. I think he stole part of Sarah's money the last time because she was already disloyal to him. He's like, oh, I'm going to make history. I'm going to take the money. Me as a person, I'm extremely loyal. So if like we had been friends and on each other's side in all these challenges, I would have never backstabbed him like Sarah did the previous season, which in return, I don't think he would have... I don't think if we would have won together, he would have taken my money. I don't think so. I'm going to play dumb like Kayla and be like, I thought I was different. Thought I was special. Yeah, so those are my favorites as of now. I will see you guys next week.